lollygagging. What do you need?
Ja.
I'd be a lot warmer and a lot happier with a belly full of meat.
Cross the bridge at your own peril. The way is dangerous and the gate will not open. You shall not gain entry. Oh, forgive me. Most who arrive here do so because they have heard of the college beforehand. This is the College of Winterhold, a safe haven for mages in Skyrim, a place of wisdom and arcane knowledge. I am here to assist those seeking the wisdom of the college. And if, in the process, my presence helps to deter those who might seek to do harm, so be it. The more important question is, why are you here? Perhaps, but what is it you expect to find within? Huh, humor is often in short supply here. But I sense that perhaps you're after more than just that. It would seem that the college has what you seek. The question now is, what can you offer the college? Not just anyone is allowed inside. Those wishing to enter must show some degree of skill with magic. A small test, if you will. Excellent. Those invested in restoration magic find healing hands to be essential. Can you cast it on me? That will prove your skill. I look forward to it. The college is an asset to Skyrim, even if it goes unnoticed or unappreciated. No matter what, the college will endure. Much knowledge lies within the college's walls. Until next time. Winterhold's glory days may lie behind it, but the college lives on.
Jag vet inte hur man gör det här. Jag har ingen aning hur man gör det här alltså. Power.
Mirabelle does a fine job as Master Wizard, I suppose. Still, there's always room for improvement. Oh. Certainly a few of my colleagues aren't quite as talented as they'd like to believe.
Men hur... Jag fattar inte hur man gör här.
Savo's Orin is wise beyond his years. He knows real talent when he sees it. The college is an asset to Skyrim.
Jag fattar inte det här. Sneak, power, sprint. Jag fattar inte. Jag fattar inte. Ja, men hur casting healing hands on...
Even if it goes unnoticed or unappreciated.
Men hur gör jag det? Jag fattar inte det. Du står activate på kryss. Jag får nog fan kolla upp det, alltså jag har ingen aning hur man gör det här alltså.
No matter what, the college will endure. Much knowledge lies within the college's walls. I'm sure when the time for promotions comes, they'll go to the most deserving mage. Winterhold's glory days may lie behind it, but the college lives on. Mirabelle does a fine job as Master Wizard, I suppose. Still, there's always room for improvement. I can't wait to see who succeeds Mirabelle. I've no doubt she'll be promoted to Archmage at some point. Certainly a few of my colleagues aren't quite as talented as they'd like to believe. Don't you think I'd make a wonderful Master Wizard? Maybe even Archmage someday? Savos Aran is wise beyond his years. He knows real talent when he sees it. The college is an asset to Skyrim, even if it goes unnoticed or unappreciated. No matter what, the college will endure. Is there something I can do for you? Is there... something I can do for you? Much knowledge lies within the college's walls. Winterhold's glory days may lie behind it. The college lives on. I'm sure when the time for No. Well, if you think you're capable of it, then I'd be happy to provide it to you for a mere 30 gold. Or you can try your luck with one of the court wizards around Skyrim. They also sell spells. Here you are. Now I'm anxious to see you cast it. Well done indeed. I think you'll be a superb addition to the college. Welcome, apprentice. I'll lead you across the bridge. Once you're inside, you'll want to speak with Mirabelle Irvine, our master wizard. Please, follow me.
Så gjorde man. Det var lite svårt att förstå vad man skulle göra där ett tag. Fattade först inte vad fan man skulle göra alltså. Ska vi se.
The college is an asset to Skyrim, even if it goes unnoticed or unappreciated.
Vad hände här ens? Jag måste bara gå på toa. Jag måste gå på toa. Jävla pissnödig. Oh jävlar. Jag var tvungen att gå på toan. Så.
Much knowledge lies within the college's walls.
Vad är det som händer? Nej. Så jäkla långsamt man kan gå då. Gå fortare för Det här ser lite farligt ut, må jag säga, men College of Winterhold discovered. Ska hon gå tillbaka nu? Hej då! Nej, hon bara ställde sig så här och kollade. Nej, nu går jag in då.
I believe I've made myself rather clear. Welcome to the college.
I'm simply trying to
Another
understand
new student. I'm surprised at how many of you there are lately. Well, first you'll need these. While you're not required to wear them, you may find them more to your liking than your current clothes. I'll give you a brief tour, and then we'll get you to your first class. Are you ready to begin? I see. Well, please let me know when you are. You may be used to the Empire. Yes, just a brief overview of our facilities. Are you ready? Wonderful. Please follow me, and don't wander off. The College of Winterhold has been a fixture in Skyrim for thousands of years. The prominent feature here is the Hall of the Elements. It's our primary location for lectures, practice sessions, and general meetings. The Arcanium is located above the hall, and the Archmage's quarters above that. While technically in charge of the college, the Archmage's responsibilities often keep him occupied. Thus, I run the day-to-day operations. Now, if you'll please follow me, I'll show you the living quarters. Unfortunately, we've had to implement more stringent entry procedures due to some problems with the local Nords. We don't anticipate any real violence, but it never hurts to be prepared.
You know, they say knowledge is its own reward.
Our newest members are housed here, in the Hall of Attainment. I'll ask that you please keep your voice down while inside, as others may be working on research or delicate experiments. Now I'll show you to your quarters. You're going to be sharing space with your fellow apprentices, who you'll meet shortly. This is where you'll be staying. This bed and desk are yours. Please try and be considerate of others. Now, let's go back to the Hall of the Elements, where most of the members gather for lectures and study sessions.
Vad ska vi göra här inne?
One of our most esteemed wizards.
Bara för att visa... Nu är jag här ute igen.
Tolfdir is likely already addressing the new apprentices. Go on in, and if you have any problems, let one of our senior members know.
Restoration is a perfectly valid school of magic. Why are my research materials constantly disappearing? You consider restoration a valid school of magic?
Welcome, welcome. We were just beginning. Please, stay and listen. So, as I was saying, the first thing to understand is that magic is, by its very nature, volatile and dangerous. Unless you can control it, it can and will destroy you.
Sir, I think we all understand that fairly well. We wouldn't be here if we couldn't control magic.
Of course, my dear, of course. You all certainly possess some inherent natural ability. That much is not being questioned. What I'm talking about is true control, mastery of magic. It takes years, if not decades, of practice and study.
And what are we waiting for? Let's get started.
Please, please. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Eagerness must be tempered with caution, or else disaster is inevitable.
But we've only just arrived here. You've no idea what any of us are capable of. Why not give us a chance to show you what we can do?
You've been quiet so far. What do you think we should do? Well, your classmates certainly seem to disagree with you.
Oh, don't listen to him. We can do it. Just give us a chance.
All right, let's settle down. I suppose we can try something practical. In continuing with our theme of safety, we'll start with wards. Wards are protective spells that block magic. I'll teach you all a ward, and we'll see if you can successfully use it to block spells, all right? Would you mind helping me with the demonstration? Are you at all familiar with ward spells? That's all right. I can teach you a very basic ward, one that's enough for the purposes of this lesson. Now, if you'll just stand right over there, I'll cast a spell at you, and you block it with the ward. Here we go. Over there, please, just opposite me. Wouldn't want anyone else in the way.
What you learn here will last you a lifetime. Several if you're talented.
Now, cast the ward spell and keep it up. Hold still. Excellent work. Well, I think this is an excellent start. I'd like you all to continue practicing with wards, please. I think perhaps we're ready to begin exploring some of the various applications of magic throughout history. The college has undertaken a fascinating excavation in the ruins of Sarthal nearby. It's an excellent learning opportunity. I suggest we meet there in a few hours and see what awaits us inside. That's all for now. Thank you.
Enchanting services are one of the few things that keep us in touch with the rest of Skyrim.
I have many important things on my mind. Your concerns. Are you quite sure you want to be speaking?
Catastrophe. See magic someplace else. God might get nervous. A man approaches with his weaponry.
Hej hå, i gruvan ska vi stå. Hej hå, i gruvan ska vi stå. Nu ska vi se vilket håll jag ska. Jag ska typ däråt, va? Hur är det? Nej. Det blir däråt. Oj, där var det mycket grejer, folk.
Be careful.
Det var inget vettigt, va? Det kan inte som har inget vettigt. De hade inget vettigt. Är det hit ens jag ska eller? Ja, verkar så. Det verkar vara någonstans här jag ska. Där typ.
And here we all are. Shall we step inside? Anything at all that might be of interest. That's why I adore this location. We have no idea what we're going to find. And if along the way my message about the dangers of magic should happen to sink in for a few students, that would be a happy coincidence. All right. Please stay close to me while we're inside. It should be safe, but it's always better to be cautious.
I'm not so sure we should be here.
No. Sawthor was one of the earliest Nord settlements in Skyrim. It was also the largest. Sacked by the elves in the infamous Night of Tears, not much is known about what happened to Sawthor. This is an exciting opportunity. Well, are there any questions before we begin?
This is better than sitting around talking about magic, don't you think?
Please be careful here. The site isn't entirely secure. Ah, yes. Well, why don't you see if you can assist Arniel Gain? He's one of our scholars, here working on cataloging our finds. I expect he'd appreciate some help in locating any additional magical artifacts here in the ruins. Any enchanted items will do. The usefulness of the enchantment is irrelevant. If you find anything, the class can look it over. Now let's see. What shall we have the rest of you do? Berliner, my dear, why don't you search for warding magics? Anything designed to keep people out. Don't interact with them, just identify them. All right, everyone. Let's be careful, but have fun.
I'm not seeing signs of any warding magics at all. Either they're not here, or they were removed long ago.
Please be careful here. The site isn't entirely secured.
I'm not seeing signs of any warding magics at all. Either they're not here, or they were removed long ago.
Please be careful here. The site isn't entirely secured.
De här trapporna känns lite riskabla.
Well, certainly none of this will benefit my research. What? Ah, yes, you. I remember you. You're going to help? That's fine. Just don't make a mess of my work. I've only looked through a portion of the section. You can look around in the chambers just north of here. Try and be careful, all right? We don't want to damage anything. He asked far too many questions about my research. I think the Thalmor are trying to steal my work. I haven't told him anything, of course. What I'm doing is far too important. Can't breathe a word of it. Until next time.
Until next time.
What in the world was that racket? Is everything all right? How in the world did that happen? Really? Perhaps the amulet is important somehow. Is there some way you can use it?
Hur gör jag det då? Items.
See that? Some kind of resonance. You and the wall. It must be connected to the amulet. I wonder, what effect might your spell have?
Vad sa hon? Jag vet inte vad han sa. Det är ju någonting jag ska göra här, men jag vet inte vad. Ingen aning vad jag ska göra här alltså.
Sealed off. What is this place?
Jävlar vad rädd jag varit.
I do hope you know what you're doing with those flames.
Hold, mage, and listen well. Know that you have set in motion a chain of events that cannot be stopped. Judgment has not been passed, as you had no way of knowing. Judgment will be passed on your actions to come, and how you deal with the dangers ahead of you. This warning is passed to you because the Psijic Order believes in you. You, mage, and you alone, have the potential to prevent disaster. Take great care, and know that the Order is watching.
I swear I felt something rather strange just then. What just happened? I'm afraid I didn't see anything. Can you tell me more about what you saw? The Psijic Order? Are you quite sure about that? That's very odd. And danger ahead? Why, that doesn't make any sense at all. The Psijics have no connection to these ruins, and no one's seen any of their order in a long time. Perhaps we should take a look inside these coffins. Now, please do be careful. Who knows what we're going to find? They were a group of mages with a history that predates the Empire. Very powerful, very secretive. No one's seen them in well over 100 years. They vanished, along with their sanctuary on the Isle of Artaeum. I have no idea what connection they'd have to this place. I have no idea, but it's fascinating. Assuming it's true, of course. The Isle of Artaeum disappeared over 100 years ago, and no one has seen them since. And yet now, suddenly, they've chosen to contact you. Why, it's intriguing. If nothing else, I'd take it as a compliment. The Psijics have only ever dealt with those they feel worthy. I can certainly share a bit of what I know. Spells and incantations for those with the talent to cast them.
Ooh.
Until next time. This is simply fascinating.
Whoa.
What was that? All right.
Wow, jävlar. Jag dog. Ja, men måste jag börja om här igen? För fan. Palla med det.
Who knows what we might find in here?
Sacked by the elves in the infamous Night of Tears, not much is known about what happened to Sarfa.
I'll be amazed if we find anything useful here. He asked far too many questions about my research. I think the Thalmor are trying to steal my work. I haven't told him anything, of course. What I'm doing is far too important. Can't breathe a word of it. Uh-huh.
What in the world was that racket? Is everything all right? How in the world did that happen? Really? Perhaps the amulet is important somehow. Is there some way you can use it? Do you see that? Some kind of resonance. You and the wall. It must be connected to the amulet. I wonder, what effect might your spells have? I'm not sure what to expect here. Please be on your... Well, would you look at that? This appears to lead somewhere. Let's see where it goes. Why in the world would this be sealed off? What is this place?
Jag ska spara här.
I'm not sure what to expect here. Please be on your guard.
Hold, mage, and listen well. Know that you have set in motion a chain of events that cannot be stopped. Judgment has not been passed, as you had no way of knowing. Judgment will be passed on your actions to come, and how you deal with the dangers ahead of you. This warning is passed to you because the Psijic Order believes in you. You, mage, and you alone, have the potential to prevent disaster. Take great care, and know that the Order is watching.
I swear I felt something rather strange just then. What just happened? I'm afraid Can you tell me more about The Psijic and danger? The Psijics have no... Perhaps we... Now, please do be careful. Who knows what we're going to find? They were a group of mages with a history that predates the Empire. Very powerful, very secretive. No one's seen them in well over 100 years. They vanished, along with their sanctuary on the Isle of Artaeum. Come on! Watch it! I won't go down so easily.
Items.
Prepared to defend yourself. Be prepared to defend yourself. Be prepared to defend yourself. This is simply fascinating.
Whoa.
Be prepared to defend yourself. This is simply fascinating. What was that? I've never seen anything like this in Nordic ruins before. Why, just look at all these coffins. This bears closer inspection. I'd like to stay a while and examine this. You, however, should press on. See if you can find whatever this vision of yours mentions. But if it is truly dangerous, be careful. Go on ahead. I'll be sure and catch up with you before long. Be prepared to defend yourself.
Det får nog vara bra för den här livestreamen, tror jag. Jag har livestreamat lite i alla fall. Jag vet inte om jag ska fortsätta. Det är liksom lite tråkigt att sitta själv och spela. Så. Men ni får det så bra. Så hörs vi. Hej då!